Hey guys, shout out from Abuja. We are in Abuja. Yes, I'm going to AIT,
African Independent Television.
Oh, AIT is one of the biggest television stations in Nigeria, right? African Independent Television. Whoops! We're going for TV interview. Here's Jalisa. Jalisa is overseer of Kartia Velino.
Absolutely.
She is my manager, both home and abroad.
Nice meeting you all.
Yeah, she books my appointments and makes sure that everything is in place.
Yes.
Can you ask for a better PA and a better assistant and a better manager? Oh my God, I couldn't do it without her.
Absolutely.
So guys, follow along. We're going for interview and taking you guys along. So
Gotcha.
yeah, see you guys.
Success. We have a guest now, a very unique person who is multitasking. She's into writing, she's into blogging, and a YouTuber. Now she's not any other person but Kartia Velino. Thank you so much for coming onto the program.
Thank you for having me.
Now I'm sure a lot of people will be wondering, Velino, okay, Velino, where is she from? So maybe you should tell us a little bit about the name Velino.
You're not the first person. It's a name that rings an alarm. Everybody wants to know. Even on the social media, when the people that are not African, when they see my name, they try to approach me. And when I start the communication, okay, she's not Italian. Kartia is really my name. It's what I have in my birth certificate. Velino is from my spouse. His name is Vincent. So I try to carve it out to make it look more unique. So I match it up. Yeah, Kartia Velino.
Wow, that's really innovative. All right, that's a beautiful one.
Thank
you.
Talking
about what you do today. Now let's begin with you telling our viewers about yourself and your blog and what really inspired you to go into blogging.
Okay, really, I am somebody that likes to be on the limelight. I like fashion, I love style, and to top everything up, I love gossip. So
I can imagine.
So all these things puts me together into a blogging. But even though I started first of all with fashion blogging, I was writing about myself, how to coordinate colors and put things together. And then after a while, I thought that the fashion industry, fashion blogging was getting so saturated. So I dived into doing other things to try to change my website into entertainment and celebrity style website.
Okay, so what really do you focus on now since you're not really into fashion anymore?
I focus on the news, because I am a Nigerian in diaspora. So I try to bring to the people in diaspora the news in Nigeria in my website. So it's really an entertainment website. So I talk about mostly Nigerian entertainers and celebrities and Hollywood as well in my blog.
Alright, so you're a blogger, you're a YouTuber,
yes,
and then you're also a writer.
Yes.
Now, how do you harness this?
I know, sometimes they say that an idle mind is, how do they say it again?
The devil's workshop.
Yes, it's the devil's workshop. So I try so hard to use every little time that I have and invest it into something that will make meaning, that will try to touch other people's life. So instead of me being on the phone and talking to friends, I invest that time in utilizing social media. So this is where the social media comes in. I like to utilize my time
All right.
Yeah.
Now, for a lot of people who are listening to you out there, I'm sure you didn't just start it one day and then it was boom. Now, what were some of the challenges that you passed that came across your way while you were trying to start it?
To tell you the truth, when I first started blogging, it was not easy for me. I faced a lot of challenges, like, oh, she's not a writer, she couldn't even speak, she couldn't even talk to people, she couldn't even look at people in their eyes when she's talking. So I tried to use the negative effects. Like I was talking this morning, for you to face your fear, you need to do those things that you're very fearful of. So I kept doing it over and over. Even people were laughing at me, she couldn't even write well. And then I tried to tell them, I am not a writer, first of all. I am not a journalist. So journalists and bloggers are two different things. And this is one of the things that really motivated me to come up with writing my book. Because every day, personally, every day I see myself getting better and better. And I use those challenges I focus on my challenges to make me being a better person. So this is where all these things come together. So even with the YouTube I'm doing, first of all, I started YouTube fashion as well. I was doing fashion, I was doing entertainment, and when you do things like this, you listen to your audience. So I flow with my audience, I flow with the response, I flow with the emails. So at the time, my audience wanted to see me more talk about health and how to have flawless skin. They always say, oh, your skin is so flawless, or you're so beautiful. Give us some ideas and what you do, how to come up with having flawless skin. Even though I come from a nursing background, and I also read about medical aesthetics, how to put things together, how to come up with cream, how to look younger by the food we eat and the drinks that we drink. So I started putting things together. In my YouTube channel, I do a lot of DIYs.
Now, what's DIY?
Do it yourself. I can tell you how to use tomatoes and cucumber to make a paste to apply on your skin to prevent wrinkles and keep you going. So, like I said in the beginning, whatever my audience wants to hear more, it has to be within the same scope. Like my audience are not going to tell me to go and perform a surgery. That's not what we're talking about. They already know that I am into fashion and skincare. So most of my videos most of my videos is all about skincare and beauty and glamour. Yeah, so this is where everything, so it's a whole package. They all come under one umbrella.
Now, I know it's really not easy putting all of you together, so where do you draw the strength from to put all of this together?
That's what everybody is asking. I always say that everybody has 24 hours in their time. And I look at successful people in life. For example, let's take Oprah Winfrey, that everybody in the world knows. Obama has 24 hours as well. So if they can do all these things in 24 hours, we can streamline the things we do that does not make meaning in our life. For example, the social media era. Instead of spending time on Facebook and looking at people's picture, looking at what they're wearing or talking to people on the phone, I try to utilize that time to touch other people's life, to impact other people's life, to do something that will impact other people's life by coming up with video and talking to people, trying to change people's life. Yeah.
Now, how do you manage time to run your blog, your YouTube efficiently?
I know. Living in Canada and having a blog in Canada, I have people that are based here and help me out with my blog because the timing is so different. People here are 6 hours ahead of me. And so by the time I get up, some of the news, Nigerian news, are already flocked in my blog. And then when I get up, I look at where the things are, and then I'll join that up with what is going on in Hollywood. So having 24 hours, I have a time frame, like in the morning, for 2 hours, first 2 hours in the morning is dedicated to my blog. I gotta read the news, I gotta know what is going up there. And then later on, I'll look into my videos or do other things about my private life. But talking about my videos, it's not what I do every day, like sit down every day and do videos. Like when I have time on weekends, I can sit down and shoot 6 videos on the weekend for the whole week. And then I'll release them on daily basis. That gives me time to do other things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, what are some of the best strategy that worked well for you to get traffic to your page?
One of the things that really worked for me is sharing on social media. And I always tell people, before you can do good in anything you do in social media, outside social media, you have to be a socialite first. Because when you're a socialite outside the social media, people gotta follow you wherever you are. So trying to just go on social media, socializing in social media will not work. You gotta get out there, be a socialite, interact with people, draw your audience outside the social media. It's those audience that you draw outside the social media that will turn around and follow you inside social media. And there are so many aspects of social media that I share my blogs. There's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Google Plus, there's word of mouth, and I make sure that I engage myself in a lot of workshops where I meet a lot of people. Yeah.
Now, for some people who might want to go into blogging just as you know, what is that one thing you would tell them that should keep them going?
One thing I have to them is do not wait until you're perfect. Just do it. Perfection will come. Yes. That's why a lot of people are staggering and a lot of people are stagnant, because they're waiting and listening to what people will say about them or when they will get perfect. As you do it, along the way, perfection will come. Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit of some of your proudest achievements, and where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I was just talking to my manager and say, you know what? Linda King is one of the people that motivates me in Nigeria. Moa Budu is one of the people that motivates me in Nigeria. So I was saying, before 5 years, I want to have my own studio. Because it's time for me to come home. I've lived in the Western world for over 20 years. I want to come down here to create a lot of employment and to do what others are doing. Living in the Western world, we go there, we go to school, we bring back the good things there, and we come and cultivate here in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian born, I was born and raised in Nigeria. So it's time for me to come back. Like I say, these people motivate me. I'm looking forward to having my own TV show, my own studio.
Wow. Now, how do you even motivate yourself to keep the blog up and running?
The thing that motivates me is it's really the people that I hang out with. They always say that you are the people that you move with. If you surround yourself with positive people who have a lot of positive vibes and energy, I'm telling you, it's very easy for you to jump the hurdle, because all you hear all the time, like I get up in the morning, I want to hear the success stories of people. I go to the internet, I search people, I go to the internet, if I see people on Instagram, the first thing I want to do is I want to read their biography, and I want to see their downfall. I don't want to see their success story first. I want to see how they do it. What really brought them to where they are. And so many people have used their downfall to gain success in life. And this is exactly where I'm seeing myself. Yes.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about the sources where you get your products for review on your site?
Products for review, right?
Yes, like where do you get your sources from?
Okay, I have my SEO, search engine optimization, and then I have my blog manager that source the news before I even get up in the morning globally. And then I also do my own, like I do skincare. So when you go to my blog, most of the things that I talk about in my YouTube, I also have a section where I put my own things in my own website.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Now, did you have any professional help, or did you create the blog yourself?
I created the blog myself. I started doing it myself. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I said in the beginning, you don't wait to be perfect. I just started with fashion. I was writing what I was wearing. You do this together, you put it together. And then as time goes on, I got professionals. And people even offer to write in my blog. I have lawyers, I have people, I have doctors who write, who wants to take a space in my blog to write. Yes.
So, do you even do anything at your spare time? Or do you even have the spare time? With everything you're doing.
Let me tell you, I just left a comment. Somebody left me a comment on my YouTube when I did a video how I get up in the morning, I work with a computer and a laptop and 2 phones in my desk 24 hours. And she said, how do you do that? And then I responded, I said, even though I do all these things, I still sleep cool 7 hours every night. Yes, and I have my kids to take care of. My husband lives here in Nigeria and I am over there. So I am the mama and the daddy at the same time. So I still manage to have time. I'm telling you, time is 24 hours. If we want something, we need to create the time to do it. Yes.
So how much time do you even spend blogging then? I mean, with family and the kids? How many hours do you spend? I mean, with family, the kids, how many hours do you even spend blogging?
Okay, with my blogging and my YouTube, to be very honest with you, on a daily basis, I spend at least 14 to 16 hours working. Yes.
Alright, so would you encourage other people to make their blog? And if you're saying yes to that, now what does it take to start a blog? Because a lot of people might be out there, there are a lot of unemployed Nigerians out there, and they might probably want to look at this way, but they don't even know how to start or what it takes to start. So maybe you can tell us.
What it takes to start a blog is not much. The first thing, I believe the vast majority of people have cell phone. That's the first thing. You secure a cell phone and you register a website, because you have to open up a website. And I don't know the cost of opening a website here, but I will encourage people who don't have the money to open a website to first of all open a Facebook page. You don't pay anything for Facebook page, so you get a phone and you get a Facebook page. You take pictures, you write up, you grow your followers on your Facebook page, and then you can look into opening a website.
So, would you say that blogging is your profession, or is it a hobby, or just something you do by the side?
Right now, I'll call it a profession. It's my profession right now. Yes, I'm a nurse by profession. Even though I don't practice nursing, because I don't have vibe for nursing. I was telling somebody again last night that I don't like nursing. I cannot stay with sick people. When I see them sick, I cry. I'm not passionate about that. So I just put it on the side as something to fall back to. It's a profession, but I don't practice nursing. I love my social media profession.
All right.
Yes.
Now let's also talk about your book.
Yes.
25 ways to reach Gaza. Okay, maybe you want to explain that.
I come up with this book because in my channel, in my YouTube video, on Sundays I talk about sex, marriage, and relationships. That's exactly what I do on Sundays. And I find out that talking about sex is seen as a taboo globally. Nigeria, America, anywhere, but mostly in this part of the world. But sex is something that everybody, I would say everybody, adult, married, dating, have sex all the time. And so many homes are broken because of one issue or the other, which sex is the zenith of everything. So I came up with that. I said, we need to talk about sex more often. It's somebody that needs to talk about it. Growing up, I was never told about seeing my period, the things that I have to go through. I was just told, don't go too close to a man. If you go close to a man, you'll get pregnant. So somebody needs, yes. So in this day and era, and I refuse to raise my kids the same way that I was raised. So we have to talk about sex. We need to educate people about sex. we need to talk about orgasm. If people are not having orgasm when they are having sex, they might as well abstain from having sex. And the only way to get it or to get orgasm is to really understand what it is. We need to understand what orgasm is. And if you don't lead your partner to your body, your partner will not understand your body. So when I was doing my research, I find out that there was a very big hollow. There was a vacuum. People don't talk about sex. And through my research in this book, 30-something% of women has never achieved orgasm. And it's nothing to be shy about that. The study says that it's how our body is made, and also the man, our partner, does not know because we don't tell them how we feel after sex. So the moment we start telling them, you're not satisfied, you're gonna touch me in this part of my body, you're gonna touch me in this part of my body, things will begin to feel better between you and your spouse or your partner. So this is the thing, one of the things that really made me to come out with this book, to educate people. I am not a sex therapist. Everything I wrote is based on experience and the research that I did. So orgasm and sex is something that people need to be aware of.
All right.
This is very crucial.
Okay. Now let's go back to blogging again.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people think that blogging is an easy way of making money online. Do you have some tips for those people who are interested in making money?
Okay, first thing that I'm gonna tell them is if you're going into blogging to make money, initially forget it. You need to work for your money. This is my 3rd year of blogging. For full 1 year, I did not make a dime in my blog, but I was so consistent. I was doing my blog 8 hours. Dang, 8-9 hours every day. My friends would call me and say, why are you doing this? You're not making money out of this. It's all about passion. And because some people are very myopic. They only see what is here right now. Yeah. It's what you do right now that will eventually pay you. Talking about Lindy Cage that we were talking about. Linda has been in blogging, if I'm right, I think 12 years or a little bit more than 12 years. I remember her saying that it took her 8 years to start making money, to start seeing her money and every other thing. So it's the money that will come slowly as long as you dedicate your time to that. If you're looking for quick money, forget about the blogging, forget about the YouTube, because I'm telling you, it is not going to come. I did not make money in my YouTube for 1 year. I did not make money in my blogging for 1 year, but when it started coming, all those 1 year that I didn't make money, all those, how do they say that? Arrears, right? Things started coming like all at once. So you start, when you work, you see your money and you enjoy it. But don't just put money as the first thing. It's not going to work.
Now, in few words to wrap it all up, what would be your word, of encouragement to people who are watching you right now?
My word for people who are watching right now is consistency, perseverance, repeatedly, yeah, which means consistently, right? So you gotta do it over and over. Don't give up, and surround yourself with like-minded. It is very important to surround yourself with the people that you think alike. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I am so happy.
Yes. Thank you so much.